This week, Ukraine marks a grim milestone of 2 years under Russian aggression. And in light of this reality, my colleague Bae Eun-ji reached out to the resident head of the UN in Ukraine for her thoughts on the painful plight of people there and for her calls on continued global solidarity. Do take a listen.
This is what an apartment block in Kharkiv looked like after being hit by Russian missile strikes late last month. Since February 2022, thousands have been killed and millions have not been able to return to their homes. As of last month, nearly 3.7 million people remain displaced in Ukraine. And according to the UN Refugee Agency, almost 6.3 million people have crossed into neighboring countries. Denise Brown, the head of the United Nations in Ukraine, currently living in Kyiv, says the air raid sirens still go off a couple of times a day, but people seem to have grown used to them.
I think it's terrible what people can get used to. And Ukrainians, very calm, very, very calm. There's absolutely no panic that I see. My team is not panicked, but it's the stress of what is coming.
She says they've been delivering supplies to regions along the front lines 2 to 3 times a week, as those directly impacted by the war are in need of shelter, health services, bunkers for schools, and psychosocial support. She added nothing has improved, and although everyone is exhausted after 2 years, the Ukrainian people remain strong.
People are tired. It's very true that they are tired, but I don't see any faltering in their determination to stay in their homes and to continue. It's true that the people of Ukraine are very strong. People often say resilient, but it takes a toll. But I think not on the determination.
As the war enters its 3rd year and with the conflict between Israel and Gaza, there are concerns that the focus is slowly shifting away from Ukraine. And she says the most important thing that's needed from the international community is to not forget about the war-torn country.
So it's really important that governments, the member states of the United Nations, speak out about all these contexts and don't forget them, and don't forget Ukraine.
Bae Eun-ji, Arirang News.